Hey, this is Sonia with SEH Unlimited. Thanks for showing up. Had some computer camera issues, so I'm back on the laptop. Sorry if it's a little dark. Let's see here. That make it a little bit lighter. Well, there I am. Anyway, getting ready to start a whole new week, and I'm glad that you'll be catching up. There were some things that I kind of wanted to take the opportunity to go over. Um, I am still looking for idea people with the wdfau. As you all know, wdfau is the acronym for We Didn't Forget About Us. And there's a whole lot of us that didn't forget about us. And I'm really hoping that we will get this together and get this rolling. What I would like to see with it, kind of like, okay, there's all kinds of networking platforms out there. For instance, there is Hello Alice. Hello Alice, and I'll put their link right here. Okay, so helloalice.com. Okay, so Hello Alice it's a free platform where they have all kinds of resources and everything, which I think is great. Um, they are geared towards uh, well, let me go to their website and let me show it to you. They have access to grants. Let's see. Have to get logged in here. Remember, the camera's live. Don't mouth your password. All right. So this is Hello Alice. Little blue rabbit in blue here. It's kind of cool because they have access to funding, resources, and things like that. So, for instance, funding. Okay. So I do have their MasterCard. I haven't used it yet, but at the same time, they do have that available. There are grants, like you can view grant opportunities. So, energizing small business grants, NAACP, Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. And this is a nice place that you want to go in and check out periodically. And for those of you who have never written grants before, do not be discouraged if you don't get a grant the first time. Of course, that being said, they do have tons of resources here, like learn about or hosting a virtual meeting, finding a mentor. And it's like you can look for what you're looking for. So let's go grant writing. Okay, grant writing evaluation section of a grant proposal. 50 effective statement of need templates. I mean, what I'm saying is they have a lot of stuff here and it's free. I mean, there are some things that you would have to pay for, but at the same time, majority of things are free. So build a grant strategy, start activity, customize your journey, organize your finances. You see, I completed that one. Well, on that note, we are going to go and stop the screen here. Okay, so on that note, give me just one moment here. So that was helloalice.com. Now, as far as getting your finances, maybe you don't have a business, maybe you're not in a business. Okay, so maybe you're not in a business or anything like that. And maybe you're not interested in. I got something for y'all. Okay. I'm going to put this website in the comments also. Now, what this is they have financial calculators. Okay. Now, one of the things that I always found about setting a budget is like I break out into hives. In fact, I still haven't done it yet. But let's just take a look at one of these. I mean, it's like they have debt payoff calculators, which are awesome, mortgage calculators, amortization calculators. Amortization is, for instance, when you purchase your house, you have, say, a house payment of $2,000. And wish I could write. I have to get me one of those little things. Okay, so you have a house payment of $2,000. At the beginning of your mortgage, maybe $300 out of that $2,000 is actually going towards your principal. Towards the end of the loan, then the majority of that $2,000 payment is going towards the principal of your home. Amortization calculators. And yes, you are going to, you're going to see ads, just like you're going to see ads from me, like I'm going to see from you, da 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 da. We all trying to make it here. So, so believe it or not, a loan amortization spreadsheet is the very first Excel template I downloaded from the internet. Since then, I've discovered great boosts of productivity can come from not having to start from scratch. Hopefully, this page will help you get a head start. This page lists the best places to find Excel amortization spreadsheet or creating your own amortization table or schedule. Okay, so let's take a look at this, see if we can get it bigger. Okay, so payment due $1797.66. Interest is $1166.67. Principal going toward your balance is $630.99. Now, if you skip down here, you don't see much of a difference, but you do see some. So we're looking at 17 payments in. Okay, so your first payment, $1,166.67, goes towards interest. By the time you are making the 17th payment, you have $1,105.13, which is going towards your principal. So what happens is the longer you have your loan, the more your payment goes towards the principal. And that is why refinancing a home really isn't a great idea unless you have to. Why? Because the when you take out a loan, let's say you have $50,000 equity and you go and take out a loan, cover the loan that you already have because you got to rewrite that loan. And then you pull that equity, that $50,000, you are right back at ground zero, no equity, and um, your interest payments start off like this again. Okay, so what I like is I like that this um, I like that these exist. I think they're pretty awesome, but that's just an amortization. So financial calculators. Okay, so we got credit card payoff calculator. Now, if you have a bunch of crayon, what is this? Oh, ask you questions. Okay. Smart answers. I know what smart answers. Oh. Actually, this is the one I like because you can include your credit card. Okay. Okay, so it looks like there is an app. Okay, it's the debt snowball calculator. And why don't we go ahead and just watch the video on that? Because I think they explain it a lot better than I can. Okay. So as you can, all right. How do you tell you to start talking? All right. Very cool. I like this little system. I'm going to pull up one here so I can play with it because there are a couple things that I did do also. All right. So, excuse me. So, okay. So let's just say, all right. So we're going to clear out their information. So just highlight it and hit delete. Okay. So the first date, let's just go for September 1st. Okay. Now, September is a special month for anybody out there that's got the student loans. You may have filled out the paperwork that to get some of it forgiven, but you got a notification payments are starting in September. So, school loan. Let's just say you got 30,000 in there. Okay, rate. Let's go for 3%. Payment 500. Okay. And let's say you got your car car loan and you owe 15,000 on that. Your rate 12%. Car payment 601.36. Now you notice that I'm getting stuff showing up in red. Let me highlight you down here. Monthly payment. Okay. So I need to change this. Change that to 1,500. Okay. And we got our Visa. We owe 1,000 on that. 25%. And our monthly payment is $35. And we got a MasterCard. We owe 1,500 on that. 25%. And if you're having trouble finding your percentage, look on your statements because it's on there. But as far as a credit card goes, if you can't remember it, go above and beyond. Because if you think you owe more than what you owe, you're going to pay off what you don't owe. You're going to pay it off sooner. So say this one's a $50 a month payment. And actually, I'm going to turn this 2,500. Okay. Now, one thing I did do with this, okay, I don't know where I want to go. Not sure exactly what I want to do. But you know what? If I put some money and just start saving a little bit of money towards that every month, that will be my reward for getting all this paid off. Okay, so vacation. I think I want to spend, with inflation, let's go 9,000. 0% interest rate, payment 300. Okay. And then we have mortgage, 300,000, 1.25. Oh, okay. And then you got your insurance. Or you know what? You can actually, instead of saying insurance, you can just say monthly bills. Now, these are the bills. They don't have an interest rate. You pay the same thing pretty much every month. And so you just add those up. So my monthly bills, about 500 a month, 0, 500. Okay. So now we have all of that. Now, you see, with all of this, we got total interest paid, $63,000. That's what's paying the lowest balance first. And actually, you know what? I'm going to take this monthly bills on out of here, because there's something special you got to do with that, because it doesn't come into play down here. And actually, I'm going to take this mortgage off here too, just because the balance is so big. Get down to some numbers. Okay. So right now we have our school loan, car, Visa, MasterCard, and our vacation. Okay. Now, with the lowest balance paid first, Visa is $1,000, months to pay off, 1. MasterCard, pay it off, 1. You can get these both done by October. Boom, you're done with the credit card instead of paying the $50 a month, because you have this $4,500 that's got to go towards all your bills. And then actually, we're going to change that back to $2,500. Okay, there we go. All right. So so here's my bills. I got my school loan, my car, my Visa, my MasterCard, my vacation. All right. And I got my interest rates in here. And I have my balances. Okay. Now these are my minimum payments. In other words, I have to pay something. These are my minimums. My minimum actually comes up to the $1,486.36. Okay. I have $2,500 earmarked. So, for instance, I can just pay this. And actually, let's go ahead and do that. 1486.36. Okay. All right. Now, I did this just to show you, if I just pay everything off just by the minimum payment, school loan's going to be paid off March of 2027. Visa, March of 2026. MasterCard, April 2026. Vacation, March of 2026. Car, February of 2026. And school loan, March of 2027. Going to be a total of $5,598.12 in interest rates. Now, if I go back up here and I change this to 2,500 again, okay, so minimum I have to pay is that 1,400. The difference is I have this little over 1,000. Okay, so if I did this lowest balance first, so remember the other one that oh, look at my hair. Yeah. Okay, so it was about $5,800 in interest being paid. That's almost half. Okay, now paying the lowest balance first. You can pay off that Visa on your October payment, the MasterCard in 3 payments. You have that done by December. Vacation, 9 payments. You have that done by June of 2024. Car, 15 payments, December of 2024. School loan, 24 payments, September of 2025. Now that's one of them. Now you have to actually click in here. By the way, if you go and you start messing with this, you have to actually click in here to get the drop down arrow. So if you paid the highest interest rate first, I like how you can just toggle between these. So $2,800 in interest for the lowest balance first. For the highest interest rate first, $22.78 in interest. Okay. For how I entered them up here, how I wrote them down up here, you'd be looking at $4,000 in interest. And then, so obviously the better way to go, which is going to save you the most money, is the highest interest first. The cool thing about this is that you have 10 spots that you can put stuff in. And let's just say my vacation, we're going to put that in as number 5. Okay. Smallest balance, we're going to put that in as number 1. Okay. 2, 3, and 4. Remember, the vacation is not a priority. The vacation is reward. So custom highest first, lowest first. Okay, so if I did it the way I numbered them in here, which I did the lowest balances first. Okay, we are now in August of 2023. All of these numbers look crazy. That's $56,000. Okay, $56,000 you can have taken care of by September of 2025. 2 years. So what you do is you just bite the bullet and you do it. And it'll make it easier on you. I found that it's easier for me. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. Okay, so I have found that it's easier for me because I know what I'm going to pay. And I know I'm going to be paying extra. So now, the one thing I don't like about this is how this looks. And I've tried to play around with it and make it bigger, but then I get some parts bigger, other parts not. I'll figure that out. Maybe I'll shoot a question to these people. But I'm old. I need a ruler. Anyway, so we got the payment schedule here. Okay. So you have your debts listed here, or your monies. You got your money listed here. Okay. It's got your interest rate, your base payment. Okay. Number of months until it's paid off. Okay. The month that this one will be paid off for the Visa, October 2023, and vacation September 2025. Total interest. And it adds up your interest here. And then you have your total interest for all 5 of the debts, or all 5 of the monies there. Now, this is your payment schedule. So September. Okay, so we started it as of September 23rd, so it's counting October 23rd as your first payment. So October 23rd, you're paying that Visa off. Bing, bam, done. Okay. And so you're paying your minimum payments on everything. And then the way we have this schedule for this one to pay off first, let's go back to here to our calculator. Okay, we got the custom lowest. Okay, so we want to pay off the Visa, the MasterCard, the car, the school loan, and then pay off our vacation. Okay, that's the way we want to do it. Now, cool thing is, we got those all listed in the way we want to do them. And we have $2,500. Okay, so you got 1020 right here, and then you got 300, 500, that's 800. Oh my God, I should have never touched the calculator. 14. Essentially, this adds up to $2,500. Okay. And so you pay the minimum on all your other bills while you pay the maximum on that bill that's getting paid off first. And then after October, so for November, see now this MasterCard had a minimum payment of $50. Okay. So after you paid these off, you had money left over, and $27.81 of that money got applied to this extra payment here in October. Now that this is out of the way, that money does not go in your pocket. That money goes to this next bill. And so you pay the $1098.64, and you just pay your regular payments here. Okay. And then because that bill's only $1,500, you pay that $393.10 left over. And you'll see right here the car, that's your regular car payment, $601.36, $601.36. Then because this is paid off, that extra money goes right over here. And this, so December you pay $13, and then you end up paying $1,700 a month until July of 24. August of 2024, you make that last payment for that $1,612. Now the difference between that $1,700 and that $1,612 is $87 and some change. Notice your school loan, $500, $500, $500, until you make your last payment here, and then the change moves right on over to that. And then once you get that, then you concentrate on getting this bill down. So you're spending $2,200, because out of that $2,500 you have every month to spend on bills, now you're $2,200 and your vacation, saving $300 a month toward that. Okay, so $2,200, $2,200, $2,200, right? All the way down until July of 2025. That's your last $2,200 payment. You pay off the balance of the $1,378.15 August of 2025. Now, the difference between that $2,200 and that $1,378 goes right over here into your little vacation fund. Now, and then you just have those two payments to make. When you're done with this in 2 years, let me go back over here. Okay. So when you're done with this in 2 years, when you're done with all of that right there, when you're done, when you're done with all of this right here, you're going to have $9,000 cash in hand, and your bills are going to be paid off. Now, with my social media, it's like I have all the tools that I need. My thing is, I need to redo this again, and I'm procrastinating on it. It's like inflation went up 7% in my area. My job's wanting to give us a cost of living wage of 1%, and then 0.5% the year after that. Anyway, basically, I'm going in a hole. And we had our living standards set up a certain way because I was making a certain amount of money. I'm in the hole now. I'm going to be in the hole. And, the last time they had issue where they were going over contracts and stuff like that, it was years. So I am being proactive, and I think you should too. But at the same time, I'm putting everything in here. I'm rerouting it, rescheduling it, and making it so that I can. So I'll be honest, I freaked out and I spent and I spent. And, I have my little side business, my little side hustles and stuff like that. I got to get back on that. And if you're interested, feel free to shoot me an email. I'll put my email here. Okay. I put my email there, schorders@gmail.com. Now, of course, you can email me and say, hey, I'm hearing about that soap or your other stuff. How can I get my hands on some of that? schorders.com. If you want to set up where we go over this together, I am no financial advisor. I'm not somebody who's going to set up to watch your stuff. I will go through it with you. If a few of you want to get together where we just talk about our stuff and go over ideas at the same time, fine. But at the same time, I'm helping me. And if you need help, I'll help you. I ain't going to do it for you, but I'll help you. And, you'll really just find that it's really not that scary. That being said, for those who do qualify, there is 211.org. 211.org is in the United States, works nationwide, and you go there. In fact, let's just go there now. Let's see. Share screen.
My name is Jorge Gaviria, and this is my business, Hacienda. I chose my Spark Cash Plus card from Capital One because I earn unlimited 2%.
Okay, so 211.org. Help starts here. Paying my bills, get help for someone else, partner with us. Just help fire, just on fire. Okay. About us, our impact, your local contact is blind. Okay. I'll say. So cool thing is help. Look at that. Your local 211, new to the U.S., mental health. Let's go into mental health. You're experiencing a medical emergency, call 211. 988 is a suicide and crisis line. It used to be an 800 number. That 800 number still works, but you can let's see, crisis text line. Text the word home to 741-741. LGBTQ youth call. You still have an 800 number. Trans lifeline. 87. Okay, the trans lifeline 877-565-8860. And the LGBTQ youth line is 866-488-7386. For veterans, 800-273-TALK, which is 8255, and press 1. Or you can text 838-255. Now, the 988 suicide and crisis line, you know, anybody who's saying that they're surprised that any of this is happening and that people are going off about things they wouldn't normally go off, people acting wild and wilding out, get your head out of the sand. Okay? It's like we went through a major medical crisis, and every 10 years we have a crisis. Went through a major medical crisis, and this one was big enough to put everybody down, not just your local people, but companies, big companies. It's like I'm going into restaurants and things like that, and I'm trying to support my local restaurateurs. I'm trying to support my local community by supporting their businesses. And sometimes I walk into their place and I can tell that they were financially hit pretty bad just by looking at it. But you know what? They're going to come back just like I'm going to come back, just like you're going to come back. But we're all in this together. wdfau, we didn't forget about us. And we got to take care of each other. Not take care of each other like I'm going to pay your rent. No, I will mentally support you to pay your own rent. That's bad. Bad girl. Bad Sony. But at the same time, this 211 is here. And you can find rental help, clothing help, all kinds of stuff. And then 988 also has a lifeline or a website on 988lifeline.org. You can find out some information there, learn, get involved, tears and professionals. We need to, make sure that, because when I could have used some of this stuff, I did not know it was out there. So please, I hope you spread the word. So I'm about to get off here. Before I went to a really cool restaurant today, and before I share about that, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for staying through the whole thing. And I have to do my review on this restaurant. Look at this food. Okay, look at that food. That is all about presentation. It's like when you put the time and effort to make something look really nice. Oh no, they have to have more pictures than that. Well, I'm going to do my review on Yelp and SEH Unlimited or Sonia Howard. Look at that. I mean, it's like the food's beautiful. I mean, it almost looks artistic, like it should be in a magazine or something. I have no idea what that is. It looks like avocado, maybe shrimp. Oh no, looks too big to go in the mouth though. But look at this. They got all this and the seafood there. Oh my gosh. Mango tower. Oh, okay. I guess that's what that was, a mango tower. Look at that. Oh, that looks pretty. I don't even like seafood, and this stuff looks good. But anyway, check out my review on Yelp, and I'm going to be uh, talking about my experience there today. And if you're up in this area, you know, I'm probably going to be there Friday. No, there is no problem. I'm going to be there this Friday night. Um, it's a bit pricey, and with watching money these days, it's you got to watch your money, but at the same time, you are a live human being. So plan for, treat yourself a little extra special here and there. Buy my soap, buy any other handmade stuff, something special for you. Because it's like you go to work and, especially if you're in any kind of service industry, it's like people will walk in and they're like, well, you get paid to do it. And it's like, yeah, I am paid to do it, but you know, y- we got to be nicer to each other. And I would like to have a really cool tagline. So check my Yelp for the review. I try to do really good reviews, and I like leaving one of the pictures as a clean table. I don't know. I used to work in a restaurant, and it's like when somebody leaves their stuff all over the table, it's like you ain't mad at them, but you're like, I'm tired. I ain't got no time for this. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm gonna do my review now. It's on Yelp. I do hope you have a wonderful week. Uh, Email me at sehorders at gmail.com. Let me know if you want to participate in doing the have a debt replanning session. The other sessions I was interested in are having a business soundboard where I was hoping to get enough people involved where you could schedule to have at least 3 people listen to you and your idea. But at the same time, I got to get people here first. All right. You have a good evening. Have a great week. Be safe and stay out of jail now. Bye-bye.